We are live. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the TJ Temple Show right here on Spreaker. We're already on Ustream right now. We're already on Periscope right now. I have retweeted the link on my Twitter at TJ Temple WX if you're there. And I got to get my lineups on here. So, man, how prepared am I? Alright, well, thank you for tuning in if you're tuning in. I promise I won't be this slow tomorrow night. I was actually watching a video on YouTube. So, I want to say good evening. Thank you for tuning in. So, it's good to be back. We're going to get started with the weather update, because there is some weather going on right now. I don't want to put my other headphone in so I can just hear myself and nobody else. You guys might be able to hear some other stuff around, and I apologize. But let us, of course, begin with the weather. I'm so out of it, guys. I'm sorry. Alright. Now, there has been some weather going on in the tri-state area. There was a severe thunderstorm warning for a time. It has since expired. That's good. So, that's out of the way. That's out of the hair. That's great. Alright. So, I think the rest of the evening should be okay. It's just that if you're... I think you'll be okay. I don't think we should see anything else. Once that sun goes down, we'll start to lose the heating of the day, and those storms should not be as frequent if they have not been frequent already. I don't think there was any plans for a watch to be issued by the National Weather Service or the Storm Prediction Center, so that's a good sign. So, that's good. Anyway, I'm back, and it's good to be back. Let me explain why we've been off the air so long. It's because I had some serious technical issues with my computer. This baby is 6 years old, and I have had problems with it for the last, I don't know, probably year. So, they have just got fixed, I don't know, maybe about a month and a half ago, if that. So, problems have been fixed. We still run into some issues here and there, but overall, we're back, and it's good to be back. So, first of all, how are you guys doing tonight? Remember, if you want to chime in on what you're hearing or seeing tonight, go on Facebook or Twitter and use the hashtag #TheTJT It's, of course, there for you to enjoy. Hashtag TJT Show if you want to chime in on what I'm talking about. So let's dive in and let's begin with some Big Brother talk. Of course, Big Brother in full swing. We have just gone back to one head of household a week. One head of household a week with 2 nominees. That's typical Big Brother. So, what do I think about Big Brother this season? In terms, when I first saw this cast, I looked at it, and I'm like, there's not many attractive people in this cast. There wasn't when I first looked at it, but then you give them time, you give them a couple of weeks to settle in, if you will, and they started to grow on me. They started to attach. Alright, they started to, I started to like them a little bit. So, overall, not bad. They're getting better. That's really all I can say. And another show that I'm really into right now is Lip Sync Battle. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a mad lip syncer. That's right. I can lip sync all day. Songs, words, you name it, I can lip sync it. So, yeah, I can lip sync words, songs, and I'm planning on doing lip sync videos on my YouTube channel, which I'm going to talk a little bit about my YouTube channel a little bit later on the show. So, you'll want to stay tuned for that. So, yeah. Lip Sync Battle. Those things are on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. I got a niche. On The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. And then it was made into its own series over on Spike. So it's on Thursday nights at 10 o'clock, by the way, if you want to watch it. And Jimmy Fallon will have occasional lip sync battles on his show. He even had one not too long ago involving Tom Cruise. And when I say not too long ago, I mean like last week. So that's something. Oh, and by the way, I just got my webcam here in Indy today, which I'm going to talk about the Indy move later this week. We had to cut it out of the show this week because I got a lot to talk about this week. So I'll talk about that a little bit later on in the week. So, yeah. Anyway, nice to be back. Let's see what's next up on the lineup. Again, I started a little late, and I apologize. That's technology for you. What are you going to do? So, yeah. Again, I put both of my headphones in, so, whoops. Alright, let's just make sure the microphone works. Microphone, test, mic check. We're good. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so out of it right now. Alright. So, we're actually going to technically... Sorry about that, guys. Alright. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'm going to talk about my new series on my YouTube channel. It's called Friday Night Vlogs. Or Friday Night Vlog. Vlogs, whatever you want to call them. And I'm also going to give a shout out to one of the guys and eventually both of the guys that eventually inspired me to do this series. Two YouTubers. One really basically helped me start the series. That's coming up. We also have the Summer Electronics Band. The Summer Electronics Band. If you don't know what that is, I'm going to explain what that is and which anchor decided to do that. So, we have all that for you coming up. It is the TJ Shovel Show on a Monday night. Glad to be back. I'll be back in a few. We are back on the TJ Shovel Show. Thank you for tuning in. Alright, let me talk about my new series on my YouTube channel. It's called Friday Night Vlog. And for those who don't know what that is, I'm about to explain what that is. What a Friday Night Vlog is me pretty much explaining what I've done during the week. What I did during the week. No. No. It's stuff that I have done during the week. Yeah. And I just put it into a little video for you guys to watch on my YouTube channel. So how cool is that? And by the way, all my shows will be on my YouTube channel as well. So if you want to catch up on some past episodes, and you want to hear the most recent episode, all you got to do, go to YouTube. That's all you have to do. So, and it's, again, every Friday night, unless I say so on my Facebook page, every Friday night on my YouTube channel, Friday Night Vlogs. And speaking of that, I want to give a shout out to really the man who inspired me to do Friday Night Vlogs. It's a fellow YouTuber. He goes by the name N2SC4R on YouTube, but his real name's Joseph Lombard. He has a brother, and his name's Zachary Lombard. He goes by Magnum05 on YouTube. They are great YouTubers, I'll tell you that much right now. I've seen their videos about a month and a half ago, and they are truly amazing. They are great videos. Go check them out if you have time. We'll post the link on our TJ Temple Show Facebook page. So head on over there to both. We'll post the links to both of their channels on the TJ Temple Show page. So go check that out if you have time. Joseph's got a bunch of videos on there. So go check them out if you have time. So, all right, we had that. Lombard Bros shout out. I'm trying to keep on keeping on with the lineup, and I'm not doing a good job. So, again, if you have any comments or stuff on what we're talking about here on the show, use the hashtag the TGT Show on Facebook or Twitter, and we'll get your comments on the program. So you'll want to stay tuned for that. So there was a big Luke Bryan concert back at home recently. So yeah. All right, we have weather to get to right now. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for Allegheny, Beaver, and Washington counties. A severe thunderstorm warning. Let's get a look at that. All right, we'll just go to the National Weather Service page because it's easy and quicker to load. All right, what is going on here? Severe thunderstorm warning, and it is for the southern part of the county. Okay, let's go ahead and here we go. This is west central Allegheny County, southwestern Beaver County, northwestern Washington County, and Hancock County. Until 7:45, severe thunderstorm was located over New Cumberland, moving or near Weirton, moving east 30 miles per hour. Let's see. Some of the locations impacted: Pittsburgh, Moon Township, Weirton, Cannonsburg, Mount Lebanon, Upper St. Clair, Robertson Township, Carnegie, Crafton, McKees Rocks, Bridgeville, Greentree, Ingram, Imperial, McDonald. Okay, so again, that is a severe thunderstorm warning for west central Allegheny County, southwestern Beaver County, northwestern Washington County, and Hancock County. That is again until 7:45. So keep it here on the TJ Temple Show. We will run long if we have to for severe weather, but just want to let you know that there is a warning in effect. It's break time right now. We're going to take another quick commercial break. Coming up, we're going to talk about Wendy Bell, WTAE. She has a summer electronics ban in effect. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to explain what it is, my opinion coming up. And Colin Cowherd leaving ESPN. I'll talk about that as well. All that coming up. Much more. TJ Temple Show. Stay close. Back once again on the TJ Temple Show, and let's talk about something real quick. Wendy Bell, she's an anchor at WTAE TV in Pittsburgh. She put in a summer electronics ban on her kids. Yes. A summer electronics ban on her kids. What that means is no video games, no cell phones. Sorry about that. No cell phones, no nothing except for Pirates games they can watch on TV. And a lot of other Pittsburgh mothers are doing this as well. Okay, I'm gonna try and find her post about that. Yeah. I was trying to find it, but I cannot find it. So, anyway, yeah, she's got this ban on her kids. Okay. So, what do I think about it? I do think that this is a great idea. Because I do believe that kids should go outside and enjoy the summer weather. I'm not completely against it. I'm not completely against it. I am, however, against the fact that she wants to take TV away from them. They can do. By the way, it should be noted, she's got 5 kids. 5 kids, mind you. She's got 5 kids. I think all under the age of 16, if I'm not mistaken. They're all under 15. Yeah. So, I don't think TV's a bad thing. I think that kids can enjoy TV and do chores at the same time. Unless if they get too distracted by TV, then it becomes a problem. That's just my 2 cents. I like the ban, but I think TV's pushing it a bit too far. That's all I know. That's all I'm saying. By the way, speaking of WTAE, and we're going to switch subjects here in about 30 seconds. Ellen. I know a lot of people love Ellen DeGeneres. She's going to be on WTAE starting next month. Starting in September, she'll be at 4 o'clock on Channel 4. Perfect lead-in for Pittsburgh's Action News 4 at 5 o'clock. So, there you go. There you go. All right. All right. Let's move along here on the broadcast tonight. Colin Cowherd. He is the man that inspired me to do this broadcast. He's the one that inspired me to do this. He really did. And he decided not to renew his contract at ESPN and left the network. They actually pulled him a week early for some comments he made about Dominican baseball players. I don't remember the comments exactly because I didn't really listen to them, but it's been interesting. I'll tell you that much right now. His contract was supposed to expire a week. He left on July 24th. They pulled him July 24th. His contract was set to expire on the 31st. So, and yes, my 10 o'clock in the morning, I have a void now because Cowherd is not on the air, and it's depressing. I'm depressed a little bit about that. So, what an awesome picture. By the way, on Facebook, and I'm going to share this on my Facebook page, the Pittsburgh's Action Weather Team, minus Joe DiNardo, who's not there anymore, but still going strong, Joe. Joe said it would. Always remember that. Joe said it would. Joe said it would, Periscope. Always remember that. Okay. Alright. What's next? No, I've got 2 minutes to fill. By the way, just tuning in, we are back on the air after seems like a forever long hiatus, but we are back. By the way, for those just tuning in, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect. That is for Allegheny, Beaver, Hancock, and Washington counties. That is until 7:45. Yep, West Central Allegheny, Southwestern Beaver, Northwestern Washington, and Hancock County. That's again until 7:45. The storm moving east at 30 miles per hour. So, just so you know. Just so you're not caught off guard. I tweeted out, or I posted on the TW Facebook page. However, I'm doing the show right now. I can't do that. And let me tell you something before we quickly go to break. I almost did not get this show on the air with this webcam. I didn't almost get the show on the air at all because of this webcam. It's quite an adventure. I had to uninstall and reinstall the software. So, and speaking of software, Windows 10, I still haven't got a chance to officially test it out because we're still having some problems with it here on my computer. So, all right, break time. When we come back, I'm going to give you another weather update. How long are the storms going to last? I'll give you my last word on the broadcast tonight. And then we're going to wrap things up. TJ Double Show is back in 2 minutes. Alright guys, welcome back to the TJ Temple Show. We're going to give you a quick weather update on what's going on outside. And I'm going to give you the last word, and I'm going to wrap up the show for tonight. Alright, here's what's going on with the weather. We, of course, are watching these storms. I've mentioned just before the break we have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Allegheny, Beaver, Hancock, and Washington counties. That goes until 7:45. And as I know of, the warning remains in effect until that time. Again, once we lose the heating of the day, we're going to start to see these storms lose a bit of their punch. So if there is a storm, it's not going to be as strong as it could possibly be. Okay? So, once again, I don't think you need to worry for the rest of the night. I think you'll be okay if you're doing anything tonight. Yeah. Yeah, you'll be okay. Alright, now we're introducing a new segment on this broadcast. New segment on the broadcast. It's called The Last Word. And I just give you the last word on the day's events. So, of course, the last word could be anything. It could be about what's trending on social media, what's trending, or what's making headlines, really, in the world. Okay? So, last word today is about Cecil the Lion. I don't know if you guys know this. Of course, that doctor, I think it's a Minnesota doctor, if I recall, killed a lion, I believe it was in Africa. I don't believe in that stuff. I don't believe in animal cruelty. I think it's wrong. I think it's gross. I think it's just not something that people should do. How low can people get to do that kind of thing, man? I don't get it. I don't get why people would do that. How people can stoop so low to kill an innocent lion? I'll never understand it. I'll never understand it. And that was the last word, and that is it for tonight's edition of the TG Tupple Show. Thank you for tuning in. We're right back here tomorrow night, and we're back here Monday through Thursday at 7 o'clock. Speaking of Thursday, I'm going to record this week's Friday night vlog Thursday night, because I'm going to take you behind the scenes of the show. So, Thursday night, there will be no Periscope stream, so I can use my phone to record this week's episode of the Friday night vlog. So, that's going to do it for us today on the TJ Tupple Show. I may go over to YouTube and do a little bit of live weather streaming for the next few minutes or so I can talk to you about what's going on outside. But I think other than that, that's it for the show tonight. I'll be on Facebook and Twitter all night with the latest information on the weather. I'll be there all night as need be. But again, I think these storms should wrap up, I would say, probably within the next hour and a half, 2 hours. So I'd say by probably 8:30, 9 o'clock, we should start to lose the daytime heating, and we will not see these storms as much. So thank you for watching, or listening, if you're watching on Ustream or Periscope, or listening on Spreaker. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. TJ Tupple, we will see you right back here tomorrow night. Make it a great evening, and I hope to see you, or hear from you tomorrow night. Have a great Monday night, and I'll see you later.